Hello everyone, I thank you for stopping by. I just actually wanted to go over how I'm using my Sterling Ink Common Planner B6 size full year. I'm kind of trying to go over my planners that I have been using regularly and see what's working for me, what's not working for me, and also so I just kind of wanted to go over how I've been using this. I have been using this pretty regularly. I have to say, obviously, some days I am not using it. And some weeks I have actually been back planning it in it as well. Using this a little bit different than I guess most would. So let's just get into it. I will probably have videos of my other ones, just as a recap of 2023 to see what has been working for me from the long list of planners that I had intended to use for this year. So this is one of the main ones. So again, this is my Sterling Ink Common Planner. It is in the full year version. I do have it in a plastic cover. I just kind of have it off because the glare is horrible. I do normally have this in a cover as well, but I took this traveling with me and I noticed that with the cover, it is so much heavier. So I had been bringing this on vacation with me, just like this, as just a notebook. Yeah, I had to basically take all my covers off and found that was the lightest way in order for me to bring it with me. Otherwise, it would have been so heavy. So, let's get started. So, I put some stickers in it on the inside. These were in my intentions of using the planner. Didn't use the the yearly overview. I tried to use the goals, and I have to be honest, I'm not very good at goal planning. I even tried to use this as a habit tracker, and it did not work for me at all. So I've kind of just left that aside and didn't use it the way I had really wanted to. For the monthlies, I kind of started to use it, but I didn't carry this every single day, so I ended up just back planning the months, which didn't make any sense to me. So then I kind of just stopped really using it in that way. So as you can tell, there's really not that much in my monthlies except for birthdays. And then as we get on, I really wanted to use this planner as time blocking. So as you can see here, I used washi tape to block the times of my work. I do work shift work, so it is kind of all over the place. I even write down when I'm doing my morning pages, when I have dinner, how many hours of sleep I try to get. I haven't been completely consistent with that, unfortunately, but I do really want to step up on tracking my sleeping because my sleep is not the greatest. I have doctor's appointments. I do use the Sterling Ink stickers from her subscription. And as you can see, I didn't stick to the same way of using marking my times for work. I've tried different ways to see which one I kind of like. I'm not really sure what has sticked, to be quite honest with you. As you can see, some weeks are a little bit empty than others. Tried using stickers as well. This was actually trying to use the weekly in a different kind of layout, but I'm not really one to do it that way, and I really wanted to track. I think one of the main priorities is to track my time, because I really find that I don't want to that I'm wasting too much. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I did take this traveling, and as you can see, I wrote down like some of the things that we did that day, and that didn't finish in this one. It did actually end up in my weeks, because that was another one that I brought with me. So yeah, and then still trying to get back into the time tracking again. I don't know if it's just me, but do you guys too have problems? Like, I'm trying to look back at what I did the day before, and I can't remember. So I'm trying to, also another reason why I'm trying to keep track of my time is because I don't remember everything. And it's kind of upsetting, to be honest with you. I mean, am I getting that old? I don't know. Or is this common? Is this normal? I don't know. So again, I'm also using stamps. I have Coffee Monster Co. I believe this is Once More with Love. I have, this is a thing from AliExpress. So I've just been using different stickers. I kind of sketched out my bottle of wine I drank. And then kind of tried using different colored pens. Maybe that would work for me better. I don't know. Again, this was a busy week, and I probably didn't even fill this out because I had 3 birthdays and Mother's Day all in one week. So that was a really busy week for me. Again, this is the vellum from Sterling Ink for her subscription. This cute sticker, I don't know if you can see it, it's a tired sticker. It's from Papereka shop in the Philippines. Love it. It's we can get her stickers on Etsy. Again, trying to do kind of similar to using the emojis and all of Coffee Monsters Co.'s stickers, very similar to the way she does her kind of memory keeping, I would say. And please excuse my fingers, I was just doing my Currently Ink video. Okay, so again, trying to use my stamping, all the beautiful stamps I have along with the stickers. And then I think I spent more time decorating it than I did actually using it, but at least I did have some appointments in there and some of the things I did do. Again, using stickers and stamps. Again, trying to use some of these stickers, stamps, the time blocking. I'm thinking this might work the best for me. As I move forward, you can see some days, again, I'm not the best at writing what I'm doing, so it's still trying to get into the habit of doing this more often. But I feel like I'm getting better at it. I feel like I'm getting better anyways. I tried to do the blue as a sleep time, so we'll see. Again, as you can see, the problem that I have with this, because I work shift work, it doesn't have a 24-hour timeline on this. So going forward for next year, I'm thinking possibly of using my cousin as the time blocking. Maybe. We'll see. Again, just doing some days. Now you can see here I'm starting to get lazy with the color coordinating, and when I'm back planning, you can tell I have the same pen. Okay, and again, I also have friction stamps that I've been using that I've been trying to use more regularly. I'm trying to use my stamps again more regularly because I really love the way it looks. It's just that I can't carry all my stamps with me. Do you guys have that problem? I don't know how to carry like it all with me. So my planner problems. Anyways, so I was trying to coordinate colors to see where I'm kind of wasting time, I say that quote unquote, where I'm not doing something super productive. Like, okay, so work is green for money. Blue, I'm doing something for myself, like watching a movie. Planning is in gray. I think red was the color that I was like, you know, I can totally cut down that time, right? So I think red was, as you can see, start to notice a bit of a pattern. So, but it looks like I'm getting better, right? Right? Again, I have appointments. I just tipped in the vellum for the month that it is. So, like, I don't have all of my tabs in, if you can tell there. So because I didn't use my tabs, what I decided to do was to use the vellum as a way to go from month to month. And that seemed to be working for me that way. And I kind of liked it because, I don't know, I just kind of liked it because it just seemed like it was clean. I didn't have anything really that much sticking out. And the stuff that I have sticking out is stuff that I actually do reference, which is nice that I'm actually using it the way I had intended. So let's get back to the month here. So again, I'm trying to use my stamps. I'm also doing all of my time blocking, trying to map out my sleep. See, this is more of what I wanted to show what I'm doing, using my stamps, using color coordinating for like sleep and stuff, things like that. So again, I haven't been really too great on this one. I had to keep track of the times that I took my medication, so I used my friction stamp because, again, my memory, not the greatest. So I found that this helped me. Again, some days, not the greatest, but it did work out quite well for me in the long run. So then I tried using, I have quite a few stickers that I'm not using, and I think I'm not the only one. So I'm trying to go through my stash and use what I have, instead of like only using pen. So, because I really do need to use my things, instead of keep buying stuff. So I'm trying to do that. This week I have all my appointments in so far, but I haven't really updated as much as that. Now, since this year is almost done, I have pre-decorated with my Sterling Ink subscription stickers. Like, I don't overload it with the Sterling Ink stuff because I know that I want to use my stamps and my other stickers, so I leave it kind of like bare but barely decorated. And so going forward, I have this tab here from Avery, and this is my index. So I have just recently color coded this index because when I originally just had it as ink, and it was really overwhelming to try to find what I was looking for. So I created this little legend here so that each highlighter was something different. So like say if I'm looking for something associated with my planners, then I can look for that color and say, okay, this is what I can look for, and this is the notes that I can find in the coordinating page number. Because the way I have used the back pages, the note pages, I didn't use as dailies. Well, at least I did not consistently do it as dailies. I use these back pages as really more notes. This is a stencil I got, as you can see. And just more notes than anything. Like here, I tried to do a monthly review. I tried putting these, this is the beginning of the year, tried putting the vellum from Sterling Ink in here, because at first I thought I was going to do dailies in here. So if you go along, you'll see that I have some dailies in here, but to be honest, I didn't really keep up with it. So how I use this is how I find I have notes on different things. Like I have notes on a 90-day sprint. I have notes on goal setting. I have notes on trips that I was planning. So like scuba diving places I wanted to go to, places I want to travel to. I have like, you know, I even have some to-do notes in here. Again, didn't really follow through with those, so I kind of crossed that one out. Some days I was unable to have like any other notebook with me, so I did actually journal in here. Don't really like that idea, so I think I'm not going to continue with that. I even have my travel plans in here, so that's how I pretty much use this going forward. I have some computer notes in here. I have notes of stories from my mom's childhood when we had a conversation. I didn't want to forget it, so I wrote it down in here. And then so now when I go to my index, I can see here travel scuba diving notes, atomic habits diagram, mindfulness, the way to use a commonplace book. I just got a 3D printer, so I have notes on that. And so this is how I've been using it more consistently, as more of a notebook. And so I'm really liking how I can actually use these notes more than if I'm, you know, I just wrote it down and never referenced them again. And I know everyone's been using these colored dots very similar to Megan Rhiannon, and I tried doing that and I found it didn't work so much for me because of the way I take my notes. I'm, as you can tell, not very neat all the time. I sometimes I'm just scribbling notes in here, like this is my wish list and this is my planner lineup, and you know, more notes on other things like software notes. I have like more notes from my mom and like just things like that. And so when you look at my notes, the color doesn't really stand out so much the way I would have preferred it to. So what I'm thinking of doing is either putting the highlighter that I use on my index here, and then highlight where the notes start, because as you can tell, it looks like a mess. Like if I didn't have this index, I don't think I would have been referencing these, and I have been referencing them actually more than I have in most of my notebooks. So I think that part is working for me. I think I just have to be a little bit more consistent with everything. So that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, like, I even have skincare products recommended by people, and I have fasting notes, things like that. It's a health things, and it's just a mishmash of everything that I would reference. Sometimes even just watching YouTube videos, I'll take notes on them. So that's how I've been using my Common Planner. And I also am looking at it like, so I have one of this is my wish list. This one is my Common Planner, if I'm not mistaken. Oop. Nope. Oh, where my notes start, sorry. And then I have one more, excuse me, that's my blotting paper. One more, like I even have quotes in a section of quotes here, because I had a notebook that was strictly just for quotes, and I found that I wasn't really using it. I was using it for a little bit, not even looking back at them, so I thought maybe this might be a way that I can still kind of, you know, kind of revisit. So I was watching a video from another YouTuber. I believe it is Joy of Journaling in French. I'm gonna link her down below, because the way she had her Common Planner was beautiful. It was a vintage book, like she made it look like a vintage book where you could access all of these different pieces of information that she would put in her Common Planner. It is absolutely gorgeous, but I don't do that as much as I would like to. So what I decided to do was to copy the way that she did her indexing. So she had, like me, have the index of things that she would write down in her Common Planner. But then the way she would also have a second index, and she'd have the back part, like with the alphabet and like different topics. So say for example, I had multiple notes on goal planning from different books that I had read or videos that I have seen on here. I would have to skim through the colors to go through whatever to find my goal planning, say for instance. But instead, the way she had it was, you go back to the back index and, hey, under G, I have goals. So I put down the page numbers of anything that references goal planning or goals. Anything that is health related, I wrote down pages. Anything related to jobs, anything related to monetization, I have productivity, I have planner pages. And so that way, or travel or trips, if there is a topic that I am looking for in here, I can find it through the back way, instead of having to go to every single page here that I know that I'm not sure where it is exactly. I can find it another way and see how they may relate to each other. Like, I mean, because some things that are goal related are also related to meditation or something like that. So I found that another way to index items, and I found it to be a more useful way to do that. So I am definitely going to put her YouTube channel, or the video that I saw where she shows her beautiful example of a commonplace book, and do that. But that has been the best way I have been able to reference this book, reference my notes, even though they look like crap, but they're useful information. So yes, I am definitely going to keep this up for the next year using the common planner, but the weekly part I might have to change that. So haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that quite yet, but we will see. Another issue that I have is, since I have tons of notes everywhere, so I'm trying to put all my notes in here, because by next, like, this is a lot of notes, so by next year I think I'm not going to be finished all of these note pages. So I'm trying to decide how I'm going to have just a notebook. I kind of think maybe just a notebook might be the best way to do my common planner this way, because then that way I don't have to worry about how many pages I have left for the rest of the year. What am I gonna do? Kind of thing. But I really love this notebook. I love this book. It has worked really well for me. I also have, like, where my second index starts. I have an order tracker. I have gift ideas that I just started for Christmas coming up. And then I have, I kind of mapped out some goals that I'm thinking about doing. And then this is where I kind of tried to color coordinate with the stickers, but that didn't work too well for me. So, I mean, like, even just looking at it, just the colors, they don't really stand out too much. So I think the highlighting is probably the best way for me to do that. Also, so I really love this page that I had in my cousin, which is, I think it's called 100 Favorites. I didn't even use it. I took it out of my cousin and put it, I even like tipped it in. This is the gifts received, and again I tipped it in, and I'm not even using it. Like, I should have, this gift idea part that I have here should be in here. So little frustrating, but I know going forward I'm definitely going to be making notes like this for my common planner going forward, and all of my notes and things like that. I'm just debating whether it should just be in a regular notebook that I just carry around with me on the regular, because I don't have all of my things inside of my calendar on this one. But I just wanted to show how I use my common planner. I think I've seen only a few other people that have done it this way. I can't quite remember who I've seen them through. If it's you, please put your name down. I love watching the common planner videos because I find this actually is very useful for me. Maybe it might not work for everyone, but I just thought I'd share that, how well this is going for me. Even though it looks pretty messy, it is working for me. So yeah, I want to thank you again for taking this time with me. I think we're coming on half an hour for seeing this long video. If anybody has any questions, any comments about the way I'm using my common planner, please just, message me or leave a comment below. I do try to answer as many as I can. And I want to thank you for watching this video with me. Thank you again, and I will see you again before the end of the year. Thank you. Bye.